Greetings YouTube, performance reviews where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And today, HIZERO has sent me yet another auto mop. Now, if you follow the channel for some time, I have been sent a variety of auto mops from a variety of companies, and they often get poor reviews. So even though this has been sent to me for free, it doesn't necessarily guarantee they're going to get favorable reviews. Now in the past, I have liked a lot of the HIZERO products, but this one is very different in shape, and it's supposed to be a little bit more reasonably priced and comes in a variety of colors. Now, if you're thinking I'm a little late to the review, that has to do with HIZERO's marketing department or lack thereof. A lot of these foreign companies, they'll release it on another continent and then they'll release it in the US a year later. And in this case, HIZERO themselves is kind of fractured in the United States. The marketing and head of the company does not actually talk to the distribution part of the company, unfortunately. The box is very plain Jane, almost Apple-esque. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what's in here. We have that's a charging base slash cleaner base. This is really so that you don't mark your floor up. There's no actual electricity or anything running through that. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna slide this out. And then the handle was just kind of loose down there. And you can see this is comes in a variety of colors, which I like. And you have the standard 2 buttons that the rest of the HIZERO lineup uses. Let's go ahead and see what's right here. Up, we get a baby bottle brush, a cleaner for the roller, a baby size of the HIZERO fluid, get a charging cord, get the unit itself. So I have to make a couple of observations right away. One, this tank is almost double the size of the clean water tank that we've seen in the past. And the recovery tank is almost double the size, if not triple the size. Yeah, it's probably triple the size. It's really big. So I like that, and that's one of my criticisms in the past is the HIZEROs have had kind of a small capacity for an American-sized house. Now tucked in the top cover was the roller. And it looks like we also have a squeegee in here as well. Now, there's a pool noodle right here that needs to be removed. This is just packing material. Now, they have a squeegee there. I guess this is an extra one. And then something that is rather nice is in the past, these have not shipped wet. These have shipped dry. This roller needs to be soaked for about 10 minutes when you haven't used it for a while. So it's really, really nice. Really, really nice that it comes wet, despite that increasing shipping charges. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble this unit real quick. All right, here's everything included in the box. You get a handle, a manual. Now stuck in the manual, the same color as the bag the manual comes in, is this extra filter, so don't lose this. You get 2 cleaning brushes, solution, charging cable, a squeegee, the roller, the unit, and the base station, and then you get this to clean the brushed roller. And I'll just go ahead and explain. That's to clean. The idea is that you will clean the roller with this. So that's what this is for, in case you were wondering. All right, first thing you want to do is take the wet roller out of the package. Came with quite a bit of water. And that is going to go on here, and then this tab right here is just going to go straight in. And HIZERO stuff always locks and clicks into place, something I like. You have your dirty tray right here for your solids, and then your upper arm. This right here, you can see, is going to click in to that. For some reason you need to remove this for shipping, you would press that tab and pull this back out. right there. Charge port is there, and you can see the battery is right there. And the tank comes off very, very easily. Nice rubber hole. Fill that up. And they explain only to use HIZERO detergent. Now, I have used a few other detergents in these over the years. I find that Procyon actually works really well in this sort of thing. I have used the Hoover and the Tyneco solution in this. I don't recommend that. You really want to go with something that's low suds and either alcohol-based or, like I said, an acid wash with cleaning abilities like Procyon is a great idea as well. And everything just kind of clicks into place. So everything feels very tactile and nice. So again, I like that. And as you can see, there's a charging light there. All right, it's been about 2.5 hours and this thing is fully charged, and this is now a solid blue light. So the controls on this are really simple. On the handle, we have an on and off switch. We have power switch, roller indicator, and then we also have the wetness level, and you can set that up to 2, which puts more water out. And I always use it on 2. I think 1 is really only for delicate hardwood floors. All right, we're gonna do a real world test with the real sound of the machine going. As you can see, my floor is pretty dirty, and we're just gonna go ahead and run this. Of course, if you have pets, you wanna vacuum first. They advertise this as something you don't need to vacuum first, but obviously you wanna do that so you don't get hair all over the machine. As you can see, that did a fantastic job, and it leaves the floor really, really dry, which I like. So you can almost walk on it immediately afterwards. So you don't have to worry about, is the chemical off-gassing? Is it wet? Are you going to step on it? No, this is really good. So I think if you have an active household, you're going to appreciate that. It's also very quiet. It made more sounds touching and running into things than anything else. I think the other thing to note is it does have its own pace that it moves on. And that's something I've noticed about all the HIZERO products. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on, and we're not going to touch it. So you are fighting that when you use it, and you get used to it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's, you pull it back with one finger. But it's just, again, something to be aware of. Its maneuverability is actually really good. Despite this looking like a pizza box on wheels, it actually maneuvers really well. It doesn't necessarily lie flat, but I think you'll get in most areas just fine with this. Okay folks, we're gonna do a quick pickup test with this. I've thrown some hot sauce and some pasta sauce on the floor. Let's see how the HIZERO does. Of course, we have the HIZERO solution in there. And we'll use this on the wetter of the 2 settings on here. Of course, we are also using the studio microphone, so you just heard the real sound of the machine running. Yeah, it's pretty darn quiet. It did leave a little bit of hot sauce behind, so let's go ahead and see if we can't just pick that up. Yeah, one more pass with that made that happen. So I think that's pretty realistic. Like, you might have to do an extra pass when you throw something like that on the floor. Let's talk about cleanup and what is here. So there's 2 things. One, there's the dirty water tank. And when this dirty water tank gets really full, there's a float valve right there as a reminder. This just clicks off. And again, if you want to clean this, it just lifts off. We have a nice brush right there. So easy peasy to clean. There's a holder right there. And then the roller is going to come out the front, just like so. That's just gonna sit right there. And then you have your solid waste tray right there. And this is just gonna rinse off. So let's go ahead and clean that up. Now, because I've had a HIZERO for a while, I want to just talk about some nuances about this. One, this drip tray here sometimes needs to be removed. Two, the squeegee here, unlike previous models, that flips open. We can remove that. So again, very easy to get to everything. Everything has a positive click, like I said. On the top here, we have this other filter. Again, this is the one that was stuck in the manual. You'll need to clean this every once in a while, and occasionally you might need to clean in there or wipe that down. But everything is actually pretty easy to get to for cleanup. Of course, I've turned the tank. I've dumped the water out of this. Dry tray just goes right there. Your wet tray goes right there. And this all just clips in. Again, very, very easy to disassemble and manage. Now, compared to previous generations, you can see that the tanks are double in size, which have been criticisms in the past of other HIZERO products. So this really hits home, especially to American homes. I think this is going to be the better one to get, despite it being at a slightly lower price point. Should you buy the HIZERO F100? Well, this is just the unboxing and first look, so I'm going to say wait for the detailed review. But so far, it is giving me the warm and fuzzies. It is at a much better price point than the machines previously have been. The tanks are much bigger, and HIZERO has a certain quality about it that other products in this category don't seem to have. HIZERO also has a dealer network with parts available, so in theory, you'll be able to repair this as well. But for $500, gosh, there are some better options, or some options that definitely go toe-to-toe with this. So I'm going to say it's a conditional buy as of right now. If you have delicate hard floor, delicate pergo, or marble, I would say this really would elevate itself above the other auto mops. If you were just cleaning tile, or you're trying to clean more rugged floor where you're not worried about scratching it or putting as much water on it, I'm not sure that this is really going to make a difference. I will say if you are sound conscious, this will definitely be a step above the others, because this doesn't use a vacuum motor. It uses a pump. So it's significantly quieter to run this machine, as we heard in the sound test, than other machines. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you found this video useful. If you have a HIZERO, I would love to hear from you. Give this video a thumbs up. That helps us out a whole lot. If you really want to help the channel out, share this video. And if you think that we're doing fantastic, go ahead and check out our Patreon. We have links below to all that good stuff. And if you want to support the channel, we'll have a link below where you can purchase one of these as well. Have yourself a wonderful day.